not merely seeing reality, it is touching the truth.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Chronic Gamer. My name is Matt, and this is my final thoughts and redirect for episodes 86, 87, and 88 of InuYasha. So go ahead, click the link in the description, check that video out, come back here, watch this video, and let me know what you think in the comment section. If you're currently watching this on YouTube and you want to see next week's reaction video, check out my Patreon. The link is also in the description. And over there, I have early access videos for all of the series that I post here on YouTube, except for My Hero Academia. They usually post within 24 hours or so of the current YouTube video. And when you see this current video, that's the early access video is the very next video that gets posted over there on Patreon. Okay, so we had some decent episodes this time around. We concluded up the Princess Demon little mini arc there. It was pretty interesting. It turns out that the what's her name? The exorcist, the old lady who was kind of like a fraud. She actually came in handy because she couldn't sense the demonic auras. She was able to get past the demonic auras because it was able to like paralyze Miroku and Sango, but she was able to just run right through it and use her purification salt or whatever that is to help Miroku escape. So she really did actually come in handy. They still picked on her quite a bit at the end, like saying that she's an old fraud, but she's right. If it weren't for her, Miroku might not have made it. So definitely cool that she was able to do that. She was definitely an interesting character, and who knows, maybe we'll see more of her again. That was cool, and they were able to defeat the demon head, and all is well. I was surprised to find out that the real princess was indeed killed, but that does happen sometimes. We haven't seen that happen much in this series, but hey, it's the first time for everything. Usually the whoever's being possessed gets restored after they defeat the demon, but this time it seems like the demon did indeed kill her. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I really liked episode 87 the best, though. We had some really cool, kind of backstory on Onigumo and how he got scarred up. And it turns out it was that bandit dude who, of course, like I said in the reaction, I totally forgot his name. That was cool. I guess he was partners with him, and they were all part of this big group, way back in the day. And, somehow, some way, Onigumo knew about Kikyo and the shard at that time, so maybe he had already fallen in love with Kikyo, or he had already had his plans set in motion to, try to get Kikyo for himself or become the demon that he eventually does become. I'm not sure, but he sent what's his name, the bandit dude, the whatever that guy was, the killer dude. I forget what his name was. The old man. They sent him after Kikyo only to, get stopped by InuYasha, which was also pretty cool in my opinion. It shows how InuYasha and Kikyo were back in the day, which is not very unlike how he is now with Kagome. So I guess it does make sense that whenever he sees Kikyo, it's hard for him, but like I said in the reaction, it is getting a little tiring when he runs into Kikyo and he just immediately reverts back to how he was. But I can see it. I can see how he would be that way. But he was stopped pretty easily by InuYasha, and when he came back, he found out that Onigumo, surprise, betrayed him and took all of his crew with him. So what does he do? Naturally, what anyone would do. He blows their asses up. Which I didn't expect to be the reason for Onigumo's burns, but it was cool to find out that that's how he became all burned in the first place and how he ended up with Kikyo and being taken care of by her. I'm not sure. I think he must have fallen in love with her while he was being taken care of, but he definitely knew who she was and that she was a priestess with the that was in charge of the jewel, the sacred jewel. I almost called it the jewel shard, but it wasn't fragmented at that time. Yeah, it was pretty cool to see how Onigumo eventually, how he wound up in Kikyo's care before he became, the demon Naraku. So I really like that episode a lot. And now Kikyo's on a journey to try to absolve that guy of his sins by bringing his hair to that shrine on the mountain or whatever. But we didn't get that episode. I thought we would get that episode in episode 88, but we ended up getting a silly episode with Shippo and the monkey demons instead. I'm not going to talk too much about that episode because it was just mainly a bunch of silliness. The monkeys were after the demon godstone, or the demon monkey godstone, or whatever the freak, the monkey god. I don't know what it was. But for whatever reason, they were after it because they were in charge of looking after it, even though they're really bad at it, and they left it right next to where anybody could find it just to go find some acorns. But it turns out the villagers found it, and they were using it to make pickled vegetables. I don't know. But anyways, we did get a little bit of canon stuff at the end when the demon god did come out, or the monkey god came out and told them, like, oh yeah, I felt Naraku's presence coming through here. It was going that way, and then it disappeared. So if you're looking for it, that's the way you should go. So that's the way they're all heading now, and we might get more Naraku in the very near future. And I'm guessing he'll be a lot more powerful when he comes back after this hiatus, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I really liked episode 87 the most, but they were all good. Even the lighthearted silliness of episode 88 was good. And really enjoying this series. It's different from any of the other series, as I've mentioned this before. The mini arcs are a lot different than what I'm used to when I'm watching a long-running series like this. But I'm still entertained by it. So let me know what you think in the comments section, and if you haven't already, like and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Chronic Gamer. Peace.